ourselves a game. Good evening and welcome to the last game for this evening for StarLadder for me before we move on to Ghost League matches. It is gonna be Pulse. First there's El.Pride, or they are listed as El.Pride and also wear the El.Pride tag. But El.Pride versus Pulse, one game between the two teams, and we are gonna see which one of those is gonna take home that point, because that's what they're fighting for. It is a kind of a league system. Everybody faces each other once at the end of the season. The team with the most points, the 4 teams with the most points, move on to the LAN finals in Kiev, Cyber Arena, Ukraine. And I'm already seeing a lot of heroes from Pulse that we like and love, and we have seen so many times before in the last couple of days, or weeks I should say by now. And before I do anything else though, this is a StarLadder Season 4 game. And I am not an official caster for StarLadder. For official casts, you can check out Owned TV, and you can find their Villet, you can find Casper and Epi casting there. Though I don't know if Epi is still casting. He is at least not casting this one. For this one, there is no official English caster available, I believe. And look at this lineup. I like it. We are not going to see it on Dying, nor Darkseer, nor Jakiro, nor a Bad Rider. We will see a Templar, Assassin, a Spin, and a Bounty Hunter. So that's 3 lanes for Pulse completed. They only need supports or jungle heroes. We know exactly what they want to do. They want to dominate. Mid-game is their style. As soon as the Bounty Hunter is level 6, as soon as the Templar 7 is level 7, as soon as Sven is ready, that's when they're going to be jumping around. They're going to fight fire with fire, because on the other side, the Wisp Tiny combination, together with the Magnus on the side of El.Pride as well, so that's a lot of aggression as well. Magnus needs a bit more farm than any other hero that we see here, maybe the same amount of suspend perhaps, but he needs to get a bit more items up for that reverse polarity. But if he gets the reverse polarity up, there will be an avalanche, there will be a toss, a lot of AoE damage to go through, and that will be maybe even a team up if they can get it. But that's of course the big if. We're gonna not see a Tidehunter, we're gonna not see a Keeper of the Light, and I'm already excited by seeing these heroes picked up, because I like the Sven, I like the Bounty Hunter, I like the Magnus, I like Wisp combinations with anything else, so I like it a lot. Let's see what El.Pride wants to ban out. So we already know that Pulse has got 3 lanes sorted, so they could ban out a jungle hero or supports. We already see them ban out one of the supports, namely the Keeper of the Light, and they could also ban out the Disruptor. There we go. That's of course the counter towards the Wisp. They don't want to face that one. And one more support left to ban out. As we see Pulse, what does El.Pride still need? They've got 1 support. They still need 1 more lane. The long lane solo is still not there. They don't want to be facing a Tidehunter there. They might be banning out a Windrunner or a Beastmaster or something else. They don't want to be facing a long lane solo. Maybe forcing El.Pride into something that they're not normally playing on that long lane solo, if they can, if they know that actually. For me, it's actually the first time that I see El.Pride play. So curious to see how they will be doing in this matchup. And we see Pulse taking their time. They only got 10 seconds left before they go into their bonus time. And of course, they still have 1.5 minutes in their bonus time. So there's no really need to be all that worried. They use 1 second of their bonus time. But yeah, it's gonna be a Windrunner that gets banned out, so long lane solos all the way. And what someone in the chat just said is so true. So Magnus is one of those heroes that has the initiate. You want him to skewer in normally and then just you know, use his reverse polarity, etc. But Tiny can actually help that a bit by tossing the Magnus in and then go then do the whole combination then. So it actually the initiation range starts to be a lot bigger then. A lot harder to stop that happening from Pulse's side. And Queen of Pain being the one to get banned out here, as maybe they were not, well, they didn't want to have that one on long lane solo. Magnus is going to be on the mid lane probably, though. Venomance will be picked up still by El.Pride, so that will be another support there, as he is of course semi a counter towards a Templar Assassin, and you want to be able to slow down the Sven as well. Though having said that, Sven, Bounty Hunter, Warcry and Track a lot of speed up on the team of Pulse, and you will also be seeing probably a Blink Dagger up on the Templar Assassin. So for chasing potential Pulse, Pulse definitely has a lot there. Yeah, let's see what Pulse wants to pick up as their next pickup. Which support is it going to be? Or is it going to be Jungle Hero still? Could be a possibility. Because TA can solo, Bounty Hunter can solo long lane, and then Sven only with a dual lane. But which is it going to be? That's the question. Going into reserve time now. And this I'm actually using it. Well, that goes well. And there's the Enigma still to go inside the jungle. No real surprise there. One more hero needed on either side. Let's see El.Pride. Still need that long lane solo, I think. Beastmaster, Puck. A lot of heroes do, and that can do that job. Maybe they can even go for 2 dual lanes. Wisp Tiny dual lane, Venomancer Juggernaut dual lane, for example. Or Venomancer Pudge lane. I like the way Pudge says his own name. Pudge. I can't copy it properly. That's a shame. But I mean, you look at this lineup and you think, wow, I want to be seeing this because, you know, hello aggression, hello kills. And I have to say though, like if you put 2 heavy aggression teams together, they will, or heavy aggression lineup, they will know from each other that they want to be aggressive. So we might actually see them playing a lot more careful than they normally are.
5 seconds remaining.
Which means that we might not see that many kills. I hope that's not going to be the case, but we have seen that before, unfortunately. Last pickup for Pulse. The support together with Sven. Which one is it going to be? LeShrek, Lina, either one still in the pool. Both heroes that can follow up on the stun of Sven. And if you look at stuns, they don't have that many. They have, of course, got the Sven stun. They've got the Malefice from the Enigma, but that's it. So something with a stun is definitely nice to have still. Or with a disable even, and saying that I know like Shadow Shaman, 2 disables. Could be the case. And look, if you look at the disables on El.Pride, we have got the Dismember, we've got the Reverse Polarity, we've got the Avalanche, so that's already 3 heroes right there. And I'm not sure if I can even call the Malefice of an Enigma a stun, like a mini stun. Mini stuns, I should say. Come on, Pulse. 28 seconds left. And even if they already know what hero they're going to be picking up, they could still use this time. There's LeShrek to decide how they're going to lane it and how they are expecting El.Pride to lane it. And that's still LeShrek to go together with the Sven. I named it, of course, because it's a known combination. Same thing goes for the Lina as for LeShrek. Lina, of course, the one that we saw in the previous game. Follow-up stun on the Sven. Split Earth, guaranteed to hit. And now we're gonna just switch over lanes and see the rest of the game. There we go. And we were gonna see who is playing what. We're gonna start off with a directed camera that I'm gonna turn off, as I am watching this game inside the game client, as in via Dota TV, not being in the broadcaster slot for this match. So if you have a ticket for Season 3, then you should be able to see the match popping up. But we'll see who is going to be playing what. We have Wagamama playing the Templar Assassin for Pulse. Region will be playing the Sven. It will be Fishbone on the Enigma. Mini will be on the LeShrek. And the one that is standing in for Pinoy, Eggum, the former team member of course, former Infused, or Eggum, or Doni, or EGM, however you want to call it, well, however you want to call him. He is going to be playing the Bounty Hunter on the long lane solo. Let's take a look at El.Pride, or El.Pride, the team that I personally am not familiar with, so I'm curious to see what they can do with their lineup that looks pretty good, to be fair. Looks pretty good. We're going to see Stark Loves Vika playing the Tiny. We're going to see Android. Oh, I know this guy. We're going to see Android playing the Venomancer. Xako playing the Wisp. I guess they got picked up by a sponsor, but I don't know what their previous name is. Confusing. We're gonna see Tony playing the Pudge, and we're gonna see Massacre on the Magnus, who is gonna be going on a solo long lane. That means the Pudge is gonna be solo mid. That means tri-lane bottom with the Wisp and the Venomancer and the Tiny. So that will be a fairly nice tri-lane to have. Bounty Hunter will not be able to do that much. Bounty Hunter, who of course has got Shadow Demon wards and uses them instantly, of course, as well.
Unseen, but not unskewered.
Oh, I have no idea what he just said, but he said something in a very manly voice that does not really fit his face. Or I guess it does in a way. Well, oh well. TA gonna be long or solo short lane even. Sorry, my bad. Fishbone, of course, in the jungle by himself. We're gonna have two people in the mid lane, Sven and Leshrac. Gonna give Tony a hard time on his pudge. Harassment is already there, and we're gonna of course have the bounty hunter that's gonna try to not die. That's basically his cause. Not die, get as many experience as possible. As we already see the initiation in the mid lane, the stun already hit. And the follow-up stun as well, one more hit needed, and that's gonna be the first blood going towards Mini on his Leshrac. And that is something that I was not expecting that fast. I mean, that is the combination that you expect. Obviously. Stun, follow-up stun. Same thing that happens on the previous game. But you don't expect it to be happening that fast because you are wanting to have level 2s, which they now have. But yeah, that is Pudge already giving away first blood. Already having a bad start for him. He is of course one of those heroes that needs those levels. And as soon as he's level 6, gotta start to roam around and gank a bit. As we have got the bounty hunter being scouted out because there's a sentry ward being placed here. Sentry wards also nice wards. Everybody got the same wards. Everybody got the Shadow Demon wards. Don't they like the Crystal Main wards or the Venomance wards? Those are the ones that I have. They're cool. Quite confusing. But Pudge's gonna be standing a lot more back right now. At least getting the experience. That's of course the upside for him to be on this lane. I'm not saying that it's an upside to get first blooded, but the upside is that if he stays in range of the experience, and Mini and Reason will stay in range of the experience, he will be getting more experience than they will be getting. And as long as he's not dying, that is actually quite nice for him. I mean, he's not going to get any gold from it. If he's unlucky, right now he's going to get some, knowing that Leshrac has gone away to see what the 2-minute rune is going to be. And if it's going to be top, it's not going to be top, it's going to be bottom. Well, Paul's at least having good rune control there as Venomancer. Gonna be throwing out some harassment on Bounty Hunter, who can go invisible though, does it instantly, and gonna throw out some harassment on Android. He did not have Janata just yet though, still level 1 for now. And the Sentry Ward is gonna make sure that he's not gonna get away from that one. There's the harassment, and the Gale as well. Will there be more than that? I don't think so. Well, here comes the tiny Avalanche, still hits. Agam, a lot of trouble for him. Right click's going down, there's another invisibility for him. And he will be getting away from that one, but that will make sure that he's not gonna get him come close to that one again. Pudge level 3, Sven level 3. And Pudge actually now pulling ahead on levels, so that's something that, like I said, it's gonna be not bad for him. If he doesn't die. It's a big butt, like Pudge has also a big butt. Anyway, never mind. Top lane, Massacre. Level 3, 6 last hits for 1, TA, 16 for 12. I mean, we have seen the matchup, this exact matchup before in the mid lane, but now they're on the top lane. Shouldn't be that much of a difference. Both of these heroes can be safe. Like, if they are safe, they're not gonna die. Okay, that sounded lame, I know, but it is the truth. It is the truth indeed, and they are indeed gonna be fairly safe there. And like, Skewer is the escape mechanism for the Magnus, and there is of course a tower clear by for Wagamama to hide behind. So both should be fine. Wagamama, of course, well, has a signature hero for him. Yes, he does have his hairpin. Yes, he does. He has the heirloom. Refraction already on there. Of course, Magnus doesn't have that many things to pop up that refraction with, apart from just right clicks. So he has just got to be here for farm, and he is here for farm. He's got 23. Sorry, the Templar something that got 23 last hits. Magnus actually got 8. Okay, he's here for the levels. I just changed my mind. You're not going to be putting someone on long lane solo to go there for the farm, because of course that's not going to be very successful. Tony's going to be able to hook Mini here. The vision is there. Doesn't want to risk it though. Like, he doesn't have it as member, and Mini is also level 4, so he might as well get stunned if he does that, and then there will be a follow-up stun for the Sven, and then he might die. So it's not really ideal. He just has to stick here and soak levels, soak experience, and maybe soak some runes if he can get them. 4-minute rune, of course, already gone. Double damage rune for the Bounty Hunter again. No. I don't think. Oh, I guess it was denied by the ward that was standing there from the Venomancer. I was gonna say that didn't happen. And in the meantime, Wisp getting to pull a lot of creeps here, making sure that the creep wave is constantly in the range of the tiny tower, this tower and the tiny, that is, and making sure that the bounty hunter is not going to be getting that much experience. He's still level 2, so compared to these other solo lane. Long lane, who's level 5, he's definitely not doing all too well so far, but at the same time we know that the bounty hunter can just pick up his farm very fast. As soon as he gets his track up, he can roam around trying to get those kills. In the meantime, mid lane, stun lands, follow-up stun lands as well. Pudge getting harassment. Here comes the Tether though, helping him out. Do they want to go on this? Do they gonna get a hook? Are they gonna get a hook? Gale doesn't hit anymore, and now they cannot chase it anymore. No more hook, no more go. And that's 3 versus 1. As the Bounty Hunter still goes down on the bottom lane. This was a solo kill, by the way. The Bounty Hunter dropping to the Tiny. Sentry Ward helping out there, of course, as they just gotta move a cat away from the screen. Thank you very much. And we have got first stun, second stun, punch. This time, I mean, he's just too tanky. He is just too tanky now for that combination. Definitely if Android is going to be standing around here helping out. Pulse will not be able to get that kill up again that easily. It's just not going to be that easy anymore. And we saw the initiation was there, the follow-up stun was there, it's just the damage wasn't. It's going to be Magnus, still level 5, moving now backwards, moving now forwards, changing his mind. Has got an empty bottle, by the way. A 6-minute rune in the meantime has spawned on the bottom lane. It's going to be haste rune picked up by the Wisp. Nobody else there to do anything about it, as the Dire side does not even have vision anymore in one of the rune spots, so that's all gone. No more wards up for the Dire side at all, as we have a Malefice up on the Magnus. Skewer away, though, should be enough. Another Malefice going down. The trap was still there, slowing him down. One more melt damage, and that's it. One more hit, and that is the Enigma getting the kill. Melt damage not even needed. They might even get a tier 1 tower for this one. Nah, they're not. They're not. Creep wave too far away. And Fishbone Wagamama getting a kill there on the top lane. As we have mid lane again, action coming in. Bounty Hunter now gonna have to learn his Janata a couple of times, maybe, if they can get a go on that. As the hook lands on the creep, no Region picked up there, as Region of course was a target that they want to go for. He has got the threat, so is able to switch in and get a stun. Gale still hits on 2, but the Sven actually gets the last hit, but Leshrac stun of course still hit as well, and that's a kill for Region on his Sven in the mid lane, who's now got 1 assist, 1 kill. And having a happy time in the mid lane as he's 32 for 12 up on last hits. Not doing the best out of everybody yet. That's the TA on the top lane, who's 48 for 20. Actually the Tiny, of course, with his free farm also getting ahead there with 46 for 27, sorry. But he is definitely not doing bad. And Punch 8 for 1, not getting the levels that he wants to. Level 5 up on him, almost level 6, doesn't have boots yet, doesn't have anything just yet, and we're gonna look at the net worth. Look at that. That is a sad Pudge. As Enigma goes down on the top lane, Tiny picking up the kill, Tiny rotating to do that, using all his mana as well for that, as I'm hoping for the Pudge that there's something in the courier for him. That's his bottle, okay, yeah, that will be 600 more gold for him. I was gonna say, that's a lot of gold. And, yeah. Oh, hello. Gale hits, Edict, Skewer, yes, there's a Skewer, and is picking it up. I don't know what Leshrac was doing there, to be fair. Maybe he wanted to try to put up a ward. He did have wards, so maybe that was indeed the case. Put up a ward on the lane, like right there or something. Could be. But no can do. As Sven picked up the Overclock, first item for him is going to go for BKB. He's going to try to help out the Bounty Hunter, who's level 4 right now. Ward, Sentry Ward already being placed by the Wisp though. As, well, he now sees the Sven as well, and yeah, that one sees Sven as well. And I think that Region noticed that, so he's going to be backing off there again. Should be safe. As Tony, hook, hits, there's a Gale that misses, his member's still there, though it will be a kill. Venomar's actually picking it off, even though he missed that Gale. Fast kill, 3 for 4 right now for the kills in favor of Lion's Pride. With the gold graph dropping towards Pulse, it's no surprise there. They are the ones that are farming most. Look at the net worth graphs. They have the top lane, they have the middle lane, all going towards their favor. And of course, the big difference, the one that I didn't even mention yet, and I mention it in every other game that happens as well. Oh, toss, there, stun, Sentry Ward instantly, avalanche, and that's a kill. That's a nice combination. That's a very nice combination that they have right there. Look at the amount of burst damage on the Bounty Hunter. That's still level 5. It is quite impressive. But yeah, jungle hero on the side of Pulse. Extra farming experience for Pulse, but that El.Pride is not getting anywhere else. In the meantime, Wisp is now getting level 6. Is TPing towards the top lane. Want to help out, killing off Wagamama. Avalanche still hits, and that's the refraction gone. And Magnus, Shockwave, killing off the Templar Assassin. And that is 4 heroes on the top lane. Well, there will be 2 porting back towards the bottom lane again shortly. And there they are, can just continue farming. First TP of the game for Wisps, and a successful one at that, picking off the one that is highest up on net worth. Definitely a nice pick up to have, and we are going to see that a lot more now that he is level 6. At the same time, we're waiting for Sven to get a bit more of his farm up. He is going to be also a very dangerous hero, but he needs a bit more than the heroes of El.Pride so far. The same thing goes for the Magnus. He'll be continuing to farm until he's able to roam a bit more and get more kills. At the same time, also Templar Assassin. Ooh, Malefice going off. Skewer away. Is it gonna be enough? TPing out there. There will be another Manifest though. Will there? No. Black hole! He's still getting hit by the damage. Where is it? Where is it? We saw it flying. I'm waiting for it to hit. It doesn't hit. That's a black hole. That's a black hole from a fishbone that's not all too happy right now. He just wasted that one. As Magnus was safe to TP out from there. That is a shame. I said oh, not hole, by the way, for people that are saying that I said black hole. No. Ooh, hook. I'm not gonna hit. The sentry ward's still there though, he sees him. Doesn't get him. Trek is there. He now knows that there will be a sentry ward around there. And he is level 6 as well, so that's why we see the track going off. Obviously. I know. Stating the obvious. A Nick Banamita back in the middle lane doesn't have a black hole, but does have allies. Every single one of the heroes of Pulse is here. The landed stun on the punch, 2 stuns, Venom's ulti hit, and there is the combination. Look at the damage. Reverse polarity in there. The only one left alive is a TA who was getting away from that one. Was the only one not locked inside of that, but there was a reverse polarity. The avalanche, the Venom's ulti, the toss, the damage, the kills. 4 down on the side of Pudge. On the side of Pulse, and they only get a Pudge in return. Oh my god. El.Pride making sure that combination is working and making sure that Pulse is not going to try that again. For sure. For sure. They were not expecting so many heroes of El.Pride to be around that, as they killed the one target that had the vision, they killed the Pudge. And they paid for that with their lives. I want to look at the gold craft. This is not the spike up just yet. I'm waiting for more. Experience craftlets could be it, actually. Not as much as I thought it would be. Oh well. But nice play regardless. And the kills, actually, most of them were Tiny. Tiny got 3. And Magnus got the other one. And so that's 4 kills. Triple kill for Stalk. And they're gonna find more. Toss in there. Gonna get a stun up. Maleface instantly on the Wisp, who's gonna get his stellar broken and goes down to the melt damage. Tiny being stunned there. And is gonna take a lot of damage. Avalanche still hits on 2. Skewer comes in from the side. There's the Skewer indeed. Shockwave was that in the meantime. It's gonna be a toss on, but the Tiny still goes down. And Wagamama now backing out again as he's backing off. Malefice still hitting on the Pudge, who was trying to do something still there. Wagamama still wants to get him, gets him as well with the melt damage. Fishbone backing off after taking a lot of damage from the Shockwave. And now Massacre on the way out, getting tracked up. One more hit needed. Will there be enough? But the slow is there from the Gale and actually helps up. The trap is still there though, slowing him down. There's no blink up because the... Oh, there is a blink up, but there's of course constant interruptions from the damage. Skewer away with TP in. Will try to help out. Shuriken toss is gonna be enough. Gets the kill, and that is still TA going down to the Wisp, making sure that he gets that one. Bounty Hunter now on the way out. 4 down on the side of El.Pride though. Pulse making sure also that they get something at least in return for that team fight, saying what you can do, we can do too. And they do it too. They do it too indeed. And they don't get a tower in return for it, just like El.Pride didn't get anything in return for the fight that they took. But I guess this is just hunting season has opened. That's the way to go. And in the meantime, of course, as you might know, there's going to be a game between Pulse and KP after this one for Ghostly League Season 1. Season 5, but Division 1. And we're going to have 2 games between the 2, but that has been delayed, as you can imagine. Normally this would be the start time, but of course, as you can see, they're still in the match. After this match, we'll jump ourselves into those matches, into those games, as I do still have to check the Skype for myself to see if something is being said that I should know about the games. So that's why I'll tap there for a second, as of course, well, you know, I can do that. I'm not an official caster for StarLadder. Actually, and it gets, and the ward, another ward, and the kill. Yes, there was. Yes, there was. It was Pudge that took it. But it also, I mean, allows me to be a bit more non-official castery, like. Sorry. But hey, you can't complain. Tiny Aghanims, almost done. 300 gold to go. Nice stellar on the creep, by the way. Making sure that this creep is super tranky. Now he goes down to the tower. That's a bit of a shame, a bit sad. But yeah, he has his ulti up again. Actually, no he doesn't. No he doesn't. He is going top as Region. That's the target, and the Region is gonna go down. I was gonna say he has his ulti up again, so we might see a TP coming out of there shortly again, and we did. And we did, and that is indeed a kill. And that is indeed Wisp and Tiny. Yeah, example made, set. And Tiny's Aghanims complete if he wants to, which he does, probably. In the meantime, no towers down yet on the side of Pulse though. Bounty Hunter gonna find Tony here. Track, right clicks, Gale, hits on 2, also hits on the Enigma. He does have a black hole though, but he's not gonna be getting in range anymore, or is he? Does he want to do it? Does he want to use it? I don't think he does. Yes, he does. Okay, right clicks, and that's Pudge going down. Should be going down. If he doesn't, that's a big loss for Black Hole, but he does go down. A track kill at that. In the meantime, it's the Venomancer that goes down to the Templar Assassin that came in from the side. So 2 heroes going down, and this might turn into the second tower going down on the side of El.Pride if they get it. And it looks like they are getting no defense coming in there. Wisp cannot TP just yet. Tiny running there as fast as he can. He's not sent the courier yet to bring himself his Aghanim Scepter. The tower goes down to the TA. More good for her. She picked up the Blink Dagger, picked up a Minster Hammer. Is probably going to go for a Desolator. It's got face boots already, so the standard items that we normally see from TAs is in her bags. Or starting to be in her bags. Face boots being built up on the Bounty Hunter. Picked up a Haste Rune as well. And let's see. We've got the Enigma, who's going to get a Mechanism already in his inventory as well. The 900 gold. It's got a Soul Ring. I just realized that I haven't spent that much time checking out items from the team, so I'm just going to be checking that for a second just to see everybody. We already saw this, by the way. We already saw this Ogre Club up on Sven, who's not been farming that fast. And if we see the net worth, he is actually below the Enigma still, and has died 3 times. Not really ideal at all. And he's got a pretty nice sword actually. Rare ruling sword. Sure it is. Well, he's not ruling right now, but he might be ruling later. And in which case I will use the sentence, use the sword to make pun. Because I can. So Aghanim's completed up on the Tiny. We saw that one already. We saw the Wisp already. He's got an urn, he's got 900 gold. And he has his ultimate ready again. Where are they gonna go? Nowhere? Probably bottom lane soon. TA. Or maybe middle lane. Middle lane would be a good target. Bounty Hunter. Sentry wards are gone though, and no sentries on the Wisp at the moment. Hook doesn't hit. No, well, still sentries on the Venomancer. But they need to find someone that is by himself. Hello. That they're able to kill off. So sentry wards are not there, so they can't really go for Wagamama. Can just go from the track. Who needs a TP to go somewhere, right? If you can just toss in your teammate, get a guaranteed tether stun, and just, you know, poon. In the meantime, TA blinking away from that one. TP is incoming here. Venomancer as well as the Pudge trying to kill her off, but she's going to be TPing out and will be safe. In the meantime, tier 1 tower. This is a reward for killing off the Shrek, and I think it's not going to be happening. TA coming in, Sven coming in, Enigma coming in, Bounty Hunter coming in. The only one that's not there yet is the mini who just died. But that's the defense there. I mean, they don't show show everybody, but the lack of heroes on the map, and of course this there's actually dire wards, but the lack of heroes on the map for El.Pride makes sure that they are gonna be extra careful. And they of course still have the Wisp ulti of cooldown, so they could still go somewhere if they see someone out of position. Again, TA, they won't be able to do that one. TA was building towards a BKB rather than the Desolator. Interesting to note. I mean, that's going to be the result of the combination that El.Pride can throw at them. They fell for it once, they don't want to be falling for it again. They will still get tossed away, because that doesn't stop, or BKB doesn't stop that. But at least they won't be taking the damage anymore from the avalanches, from the reverse polarity, stuff like that. So at least something there, as we will be seeing probably more soon, because Sven also got his BKB almost completed, and then you have the 2 biggest heroes that you want to try to kill off fast, that will have the BKB and will able to withstand the combination that El.Pride can throw at you. As we have the BKB completed on the TA, and Sven still needs a bit more, still needs 300 gold. 1k gold on the Pudge, who doesn't have that much yet. He died 5 times in total. Out of the 11 kills that Pulse has done, 5 are on the Pudge. Not having a fun game at all. He's been part in 4 kills himself right now. Of course he's been having some nice hooks on the Bounty Hunter with all the wards being there and stuff, but it's just not enough for now. So he needs to farm more before he starts roaming around more than he does now. As we have got Pulse, the team that we normally see being so aggressive, actually being a bit hesitant to try and find people to kill off. And that's of course because they are facing a very aggressive lineup as well. And this combination still can TP anywhere on the map, and they know it's off cooldown, so they know they have to be safe. Is it going to be the Enigma that they want to go for? Or are they going to use it as bait? That could be the case, but now they scout out the TA that's here close by. So they're not going to be having the Enigma as bait there anymore. As we have 5 heroes here on the top lane for El.Pride. And they are looking to find the tier 1 tower. The last tier 1 tower still standing in the game, because all the other tier 1 towers dropped in the meantime. Let's see if it's going to be turning into a fight, as it's probably the next fight after this one, or after, if this is going to be turning into a fight, after the tier 1 towers, and maybe even tier 2s, but it's going to be Roshan that's going to be what the fight will be about, and both teams have the opportunity to kill off Roshan already, I think. Here they come though, TA from the side. Or will they? Or will they? Enigma smoked up still, tracks up. There comes a blink here from the TA, pops her BKB. Is it going to be able to find someone? I don't think so. Don't think so at all. Here comes the stun, lands on the Venomizer, still lands his ulti before it hits though, and is already dead. Leshrac picking up the kill. Hooks this Sven. This member is there. Is it going to be enough damage? BKB is on there. It's going to be running out shortly though. And there's the Enigma taking a lot of damage from that. From that punch. He still has a black hole. There's the reverse polarity. And the kill on the Enigma. Punch goes down still to the TA. And there's going to be a stun on the Magnus. And Leshrac pops an urn charge. Will be able to stay alive. Magnus goes down. This time it didn't end up like the previous time. And Rishon wants more blood. He's got his war cry up. He's got his god strength up. Trap is there to help out. Toss there still. And Rishon now the one to die. Tiny turning around. Burn and turn. Turn and burn, whatever. One or the other. Wagamama gonna be hiding himself inside a melt, but he's still gonna be trying to run away. 1 second until he can blink, does blink, and will be saved. Leshrac stun still hits on the Tiny, but they cannot chase it anymore. And that is a 3-on-3, or 3-on-2 trade-off. But having said that, if you trade kills and you have a bounty hunter on your team, it's gonna be in favor of Pulse. Even though they of course got the more kills out of that as well. But if you are exchanging kills with a bounty hunter on the opposing team, with the bounty hunter on one team, the team with the bounty hunter is going to be victorious because they get extra gold from the track kills that they have done, and they have done track kills. The kill on the Venomancer was a track kill. I think the kill on the Pudge was a track kill. I'm not sure about Magnus, but that's at least already 2 track kills there, so that's massive amounts of golds going the way of Pulse. And we do see them slightly pulling ahead in the gold graph. As an experience graph is a different story, of course. The last kill went to El.Pride, as they did manage to pick up the Sven, and that's that experience. Sven, of course, the one that's pretty high on levels right here. Actually, is he not? No, he's not. He's level 12. Wow. I was expecting him to be way higher than that, but the TA actually the highest level in the game right now, level 15. Hook hits on the Sven. There goes to Dismember. Wisp coming in as well, together with a Tiny Avalanche. Toss and a kill. And that's going to be a lesson learned for Sven. Do not go out alone, as there would have been 5 heroes there instead of 3 to well, help that Pudge out getting that kill off. In the meantime, top lane though, some trouble for the Wisp. The TV's back, and that's a black hole being used. Wisp, the spill damage going through. Wisp goes down, melt damage goes through as well. There's reverse polarity again. Shockwave, and that's a TA. That's the only one alive for now, and he's gonna go down as well. 4 heroes going down. Triple kill for the Tiny. Triple kill for Stalk, and that is El.Pride again, the combination. And Pulse not ready for that cooldown of the Magnus. That is so short. That is so short. Magnus was there to save the day. Magnus was, you know, MVP in that fight. And that's going to be tier 1 tower still going down. They wanted it earlier, still going to get it now. 4 heroes on Pulse dead. It started out with a simple gank. Wisp and Tiny would come back from their relocate, and they would be able to kill him off using a black hole. But no can do. No cannot do. El.Pride looking strong in this game, and I know I've seen the names before of the people, but I haven't seen the team name before, which is very confusing for me. I wonder what team they were before they got picked up by a sponsor. Setter on Tiny. Or at least I think it's a sponsor that was like that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But yeah, El.Pride impressing me right here in this game. Out-aggressing the aggressors. Of course, Pulse is a team known for being aggressive, but Magnus making sure that, you know what? We can be aggressive too, they say, and they can. And they definitely can. Dismember, sent toward Wagamama. TP in from the Wisp as well, as if they didn't have enough manpower to take him down. 5 heroes, and that is Wagamama going down. But they need to have these kind of pickups. I mean, you might say, okay, that's a bit overkill having 5 heroes there, but they need to. They get it. They have the team fight, so why not make sure that you're with 5 all the time? Send for being placed again. Bounty Hunter already down. And that is going to be a buyback for EGM. Buyback from the TA. Making a statement. Not wanting to lose their tier 2 tower. They will still lose their tier 2 tower though. Fortification already gone. TP incoming from the Sven. Sven, who does have his BKB. Gonna pop his God Strength. Gonna be hit by a Gale though. Popping his BKB. This member is there. Right clicks there as well though. It will be the blink in. The reverse polarity. The stun. Bounty Hunter dead and he just bought back. Now Sven gonna get skewered. Still has his God Strength. Lands the stun. Is he gonna be able to get this? Still being slowed. And he's gonna go down before he can do anything else. The creep wave. In the meantime, on the backside, different fight going on. Double kill for Stock. He was able to kill off the Enigma. He was able to kill off the Templar Assassin again, who also just bought back. And now they want to go for the tier 3. And I don't think there's anything Pulse can do to stop them. And to be fair, I would not be surprised to see an early GG come out from this one. Unless they still think that Sven can carry them later on. But Sven died 6 times now already. And this Tiny is ready to just go all the way. He's got 3400 gold, 38 now. He's got an Assault Cuirass. He's got the overcharge from the Wisp there. They've got a Magnus with reverse polarity every single time. That also stuns BKB targets, of course. That you just start with the Sven. And it is just too much. It is just too much. They just take down an entire barracks, an entire lane, I should say. Like this entire lane. Okay, that was very messy, but that's an entire top lane. And it is, it's starting to get out of control. It's starting to get out of hand. Of course, Pulse, they don't really have the teamfight that they want to have. If they can get a good Black Hole off with a good Sven stun, followed up with a Leshrac stun, they have a lot of teamfight potential as well, but they just don't get it off. They just don't get it off. El.Pride's positioning has been better, and, well, I say better, they have been the one to find the positions first, and of course they can do that because with the reverse polarity, that's actually possible. And here it goes again, this member first, and here comes a Wisp TP in. Still gets the stun up, but still goes down after popping his BKB. Even Tiny picking him up, just right-clicking him down. And now it will be Tiny that will be taken home again, or will not. No, it will just be Wisp by himself that will be gone there. Roshan still alive for now, will be taken down now. Is this the first time? I think so. This will be the first time that Roshan gets killed off, if it does. 27 minutes in, quite late. And this will be yeah, this will be Roshan dropping for sure, and there's nothing at all that Pulse can do against this. Aegis goes to the Tiny, goes to Stock, and well, what can I say? I think this one says it more. Yeah, 7,500 gold in favor. Experience graph a bit more, just double the amount of numbers. It of course doesn't really say any much that much in regards to the gold, but you know, 15k experience in favor of El.Pride. As we see the levels, Tiny level 18. Look at, you can see the levels for yourself. I mean, of course you're watching the stream. You're gonna find Tony here. 4 heroes on the bottom lane for El.Pride. They want to go for Tony. Punch. There's a track. Right click also. Janata going off. 5 heroes here now for El.Pride. All rotating towards the tier 2. It's not going to be standing that much longer anymore. And we now see Pulse. They have to just stand here and wait for it to come. Wait for the initiation. Will it come though? Looks like it might be. With the toss in, yes, it will come. There he goes. He wants to go for the tower first. There goes the hook. Doesn't hit on anything. TA popped her BKB already, a bit early. And is going to be having no BKB anymore now for the rest of the fight. And that is something that El.Pride knows because they saw the BKB go off. Now all they have to do is stand here fishing with the Pudge. Getting a hook. And in the meantime they send the Tiny in a couple of times to go throw out some hits on the tower. Avalanche does hit as well. Look at... What the hell just happened? He got a crit, I guess, because he got a deadless. Hello, triple kill, and that's gonna be more. That's gonna be Rishon dropping as well. Ultra kill, as the only kill that he did not get was the Enigma. Magnus picking him off, but that was... I don't even have time to, you know, do the whole shoutcasting thing, because it was just too fast. It was just too fast, and it will be El.Pride taking the game from Pulse. And it's just, yeah, you know, the difference is there, the gold difference is there, the farm difference definitely there. And we will see El.Pride take 1 point, and Paul sticking with 0 after day number 1 of Ghost League. No, of StarLadder Season 4. And we're now going to go to Season 5 of Ghost League Division 1. So stay tuned for that. More Pulse games coming up. Let's hope they're a bit more lucky against KP. Be right back. Oh yeah, I have to switch overlays.